Hello, it's Ms. Zarnes here with lesson 4.5a. We are going to write equations in standard form. So we've been working on a couple different styles. Today we're going to work on standard. So that's this ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c represent real numbers. They cannot be fractions or decimals though. And then both of them cannot be a zero. So if we use two of the equations we already have, slope-intercept form and point-slope form, there's a couple steps that we can do to change them into standard. So slope-intercept, as a reminder, is y equals mx plus b. We're trying to get a number times x plus a number times y equals a constant. So in this slope-intercept form, b is your constant that we want to get by itself. So if we subtract mx on both sides, you end up with opposite your slope times x plus your y equals your constant. So in this case, that mx turns into your a, m just turns into your a. B really is a 1 equals c. So do you see how they kind of match up? We're learning this chapter to manipulate our equations to give us certain information. If we have point slope, you might remember that is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And again, we're going to do a couple different steps. We're going to change this and rewrite it so it turns into ax plus by equals c. And if you want to remind yourself, these cannot be fractions or decimals. So no fractions, no decimals. So no fractions, no decimals. When we come across them, I'll show you how we change them into no fractions or decimals. Alright, example 1. Write an equation in standard form. So we're going to use this point, -3, 2, and the slope, m equals 4, to solve this. And it's written out for you step by step. So our first step is to identify the slope, or find the slope. In this case, it's given to us right here, so m equals 4. Step 2 is going to write the equation in point-slope form. So we need to remember point-slope form is really y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And now we're going to plug in what we know. So I know I'm going to keep y the same. y1 is really 2. My slope is 4. X minus a -3. I'm going to rewrite this and simplify those signs. So I have y minus 2 equals 4 times x plus 3. And now my very last step, step 3 here, is rewriting my equation into standard form. So I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to rewrite it. So I have y minus 2 equals 4 times x plus 3. Now in order to rewrite it, I need to remember what standard form looks like. So standard form is ax plus by equals c. And a, b, and c are just coefficients or constants. So in this case, I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to use a different color so it doesn't get confused with it. So I'm going to draw my line, and I'm trying to get my x and y's on the left and my constants on the right. So I'm going to get rid of the parentheses first. So I have y minus 2 equals 4 times x plus 4 times 3 is 12. And again, I want my x's on the left, so I'm going to subtract 4x on both sides. And so I'm going to have a negative 4x, a positive 1y, minus 2, 4 minus 4 is 0, and left with a 12. Now as I look at that, still not matching up with my standard form. I have to get rid of this 2 here. So I'm going to add 2 on both sides, and I'm running out of room, so I'm just going to continue it over here. So I end up with negative 4x plus 1y, negative 2 plus 2 is 0, equals 12 plus 2 is 14. And now if I compare these, my a is negative 4, my b is just a positive 1, and my c is 14. So if you need to, take the chance to just pause this, copy down this problem. If you have any questions, you can either ask somebody next to you or ask them when you get to class the next day. And we'll move on to example 2. For example 2, what I would like you to do is to just make note, standard form is ax plus by equals c. And then follow steps 1, 2, and 3, just like in example 1. Try this one on your own. It's the same or similar type of problem. So try this one on your own. Push pause. When you are done, push play and see if you've gotten it correct. If not, make sure you come with questions tomorrow. Alright, at this time, please make sure you check your work. Step 1, you should have negative 2. Step 2, you should have y plus 6 equals negative 2 times x minus 1. Step 3, you're going to rewrite step 2 and then solve or rearrange, however you'd like to think of it as. And you're going to have 2x plus y equals negative 4 as your final answer. Okay, so if you got stuck somewhere, please make sure you write down your notes and then ask questions when you get to class. We will see you tomorrow for practice.